Quill Tree Books and Harper Audio present Ahmed Aziz's Epic Year by Nina Hamza. Performed by Vikas Adam. Book 1. Chapter 1. 3 years ago, we moved for the first time in my life. In fact, apart from the 2 nights at a neighbor's house when half the town was looking for my dad, I had spent every night of my 12 years in the same house, sleeping in the same room, in the same bed. 3 years ago, I learned that sometimes you have choices without having a choice. Like getting to eat out, as long as it's an Indian restaurant. Or buying a new video game, as long as it's parent approved. Or choosing something new to wear for Eid, as long as it's fancy. 3 years ago, we had to leave Hawaii. We had no choice. We could have moved to California, or Japan, or Minnesota. We had choices. My parents chose Minnesota. Story of my life. Chapter 2. I was mad at Mom for making us move our lives while Dad was still sick. Seething. No conversations, no discussions. I pulled a guava off the tree before getting in the car. The tree Dad had planted the day I was born, with a line scratched and a date carved on the trunk marking my height on every birthday. I slouched down, arms crossed, and baseball hat pulled low. I waited for Mom to notice how angry I was. I watched her out of the corner of my eye, tapping on the steering wheel, bobbing her head from side to side, and singing all the wrong words to a Prince song. "Gimme a red Corvette. Baby, you're much too bad." The guava was hard and still sour. Sada joined in from the back, clapping and snapping out of tune and out of sync. I was surrounded by weirdos. "Come on, Ahmed!" Mom yelled over the music, either oblivious or unaffected by my anger. I looked out the window instead. I hated visiting hours. Don't get me wrong, I love my dad. I especially love my memories of Dad before he got sick. What I didn't love was the unpredictability. If his hair was unbrushed and the blinds were closed, it was going to be a rough visit. Sometimes he barely recognized me. If he was showered and sunshine flooded the room, he would be ready to come home. Sada climbed between the front seats to get out of the car, stepping on my fingers, adding injury to insult. Maybe a move to Minnesota would mean a car with back doors that opened. I made my guesses as we waited for the elevator. The family with the balloons was obviously a 6th-floor family. They were laughing, and the little girl wore a pink "I'm a big sister now" t-shirt. They were going to the labor and delivery floor. The man with the gray beard and bald head who didn't look up when the girls started to sing must have been an 8th-floor family. That was the cancer floor. The 7th floor was ours. Squeezed between the joy of new babies and the sadness of cancer, the 7th floor was where my father had spent too many months of the past year. Cirrhosis, the doctor called it, his lisp stinging my ears like static on the radio. A year ago, Dad's doctor drew pictures on the whiteboard explaining how a backed-up liver let toxins build up until Dad became confused and goofy. He called it a blocked drain, like bad plumbing. Bad plumbing makes your toilets overflow. It doesn't make your dad forget who you are. I asked the doctor why Dad's liver was cirrhotic. Was it something we brought home from school like lice or strep throat? The doctor smiled so wide, his eyes turned to tiny slits. "No," he assured us. "That's not how cirrhosis works." Dad had a rare genotype of hepatitis C, the doctor explained, but I didn't understand what he meant. Sometimes you can have all the right words, but not know.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?